Hey Chica, this is your host Maria Lisa, and I want to welcome you back to a new episode of this same podcast, but under a new name. I have been so excited to share this information. If you've noticed it on my page, thank you for staying connected. And if there's something new to you, welcome to Chica, We Got This. It was previously Superate Princesa, but it got to the point where I freaking hated the name. Like I could not say it. It made me gag. I was just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. This is not the message I want to send. A lot of people don't get it. It was just not it in so many ways. And so it took some time to really figure it out and found it. I really found the message that I wanted to send and the type of vibe that I wanted to give off. And I'm really happy I found it. I hope you like it. And if you're new here, a little bit of this podcast's goal is to help you and myself reach our personal and professional goals by trying to shed some of these toxic behaviors that don't really help us connect with others and most importantly con nosotras mismas, with ourselves. I share really useful information to take on this journey of growth with you so we can build a community that is by Latinas for Latinas. If this is something that really interests you and you want to support this type of stuff, definitely stay connected through Instagram and Twitter at ChicaWeGotThis_pod. Ahora vamos a lo que vinimos. Let's get to what we came here for, today's episode. So today's episode is all about that most common mala costumbre, that bad habit, that one thing that we all do, but very few of us know how to manage. The downside of having free will. Lo que a mí me hierve la sangre. The arch nemesis of peace. The action whose slogan is, I don't want peace, I want problems. Always. Procrastination. Yes, I know I hate her too. That's why I chose to talk about her. Because procrastination, that bitch be everywhere with everything. I can't do anything on time. Like literally, look at the release dates of this podcast. Like I'm just trying to be real here. Procrastination is something I struggle with, and I'm sure you struggle with this too. Porque Dios mío, es que qué cosa difícil. It's so hard. So I really chose to talk about procrastination because it's so widely known. Everyone procrastinates. I'm sure you've procrastinated some kind of school assignment, some kind of chore, some healing, putting off, going out with a friend, making a certain phone call, whatever the fuck it might be. You're procrastinating something. I know it. We should sit down and normalize procrastination. By normalizing procrastination, we can then understand it a little more, but still give her the middle finger and tell her to get the fuck out. So let's get to it. Take a deep breath and remember, Chica, we got this. So procrastination comes from a Latin verb with a meaning of to put off until tomorrow. I'm sure you've put off things till tomorrow, next week, next month, next time, whatever it might be. You've put off something. I do it all the time. I'm literally doing it right now with procrastinating, putting up some Etsy items like agendas and to-do lists and digital prints, which you're welcome to check out with my Etsy shop, Isa by Maria Lisa. But anyways, yes, that is being procrastinated right now. So it happens for many reasons. Everyone has different reasons. You might be unmotivated. You might be really busy. You might have hella kids to take care of. You might have family to take care of, yourself. There are so many reasons why we procrastinate. So I don't want you to feel bad about it. I don't want you to feel like, shit, I've procrastinated this so many times, or all these things are being procrastinated right now. Like, shit, I just can't get my shit together. No. You are okay. You are doing just fine. Procrastination usually comes from a lot of the feelings of stress, anxiety, boredom, frustration, insecurities. Procrastination comes from just feelings that you really are trying to ease. So, because procrastination is a temporary fix of these feelings, or at least like a band aid for the minute, it becomes really addicting. It's just like basic psychology. You're low key training yourself to do it again and again because it relieves that negative emotion the moment you say, yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, next week. Yeah, maybe not right now. It's a temporary fix that really becomes very addicting. Have you ever thought of just how relieving it feels to close that laptop when you chose to like do this homework tomorrow? Or the moment you decided not to clean the house? Isn't that the moment that just brought the most like serotonin? Isn't it freaking nice? The moment that you say, yeah, this ain't it, boom, you just feel a little bit better. And that little bit did a lot for you. So it just becomes really addicting. So I want you to see that it's normal because of the way it works. But as I said, we still want to give her the middle finger and tell her to get the fuck out. We all procrastinate, and that's how Dr. Ferrari from DePaul University in Chicago was able to identify three types of procrastinators. So let's go through all these three and try and see where you might find yourself. So, first off, we have the thrill seeker. Basically, you know you can bring good results to the table, or maybe you don't even care about what results you bring, but you can do what you need to do, and you don't really get stressed out or pressured by any kind of due date. It's a really toxic cycle because it makes you super stressed when it's time to do it. Yes. Do I get it done? Yes. Does it reinforce me to like make enough of a change to start doing things earlier? No. It is not enough because I don't feel pressured by the due date. I've been done it, I do it every time, procrastinate it, still get it done. So I don't really feel a push for a change. So if you're a thrill seeker like me, because that's how I identify, like I don't feel pressure from due dates. I just very few things stress me out. And so I don't really try to change. If you're like me, try and change the deadline. Separate the work or put the deadline closer to today. So you still get stuff done in time, but yet you still get the thrill of like, oh my God, it's close to last minute. Maybe I should, So you get the thrill, but shit gets done in time and you turn it in time and you start forming a good new habit of doing things earlier. Next up, we have the avoider. You are not scared of the assignment itself. You're more so concerned about the outcome. So as an avoider, you will focus more on like what other people think, what grade you might get, if you're good at it or not, if your work is high value or not. If this is just like you, let me tell you, it is all going to turn out much better if you just lean back, get it done, and do not attach yourself to the outcome. Just get it done and be kind to yourself in the process because your thoughts are getting way ahead of you versus a thrill seeker whose thoughts are way behind. They both need to find a happy medium, a good balance, okay? Now, if you're indecisive, which is the third type of procrastinator, you're probably a perfectionist who's not really scared to fail, but you do put enough pressure on yourself to the point you don't even want to take the responsibility of making a decision. So, to better understand this one, think of all of them like this. A thrill seeker procrastinates because they see no pressure. An avoider procrastinates because they see pressure from others. An indecisive procrastinates because they get pressure from themselves. You get it? So if you're indecisive, try both tips from the other types of procrastinators. Separate your work so you can still get it done in time, but as you go through it, give yourself the space to make mistakes, or the work will never be up to your standards. We're trying to get these tasks done without killing our self-esteem in the process, and for others, by adding value and seriousness to the task. Now that you know these types of procrastinators, think of which one you might be and bring that up to your conscious awareness. Tenlo en tu mente en todo momento. You want to get to know yourself better each day, and that means knowing how to get things done in a way that goes hand in hand with your habits, but still leave space for you to improve them. It's a form of self-care, chica. Es importante que tú sepas cómo tú funcionas para saber cómo mejor manejarte a que otra persona te maneje. This is one of the biggest challenges that there are in personal development because we're not all able to pick and choose the tasks that we have to do. If we did, we would all be where we want to be, but without all that personal growth, independence, self-love, self-development, all those priceless things that make us who we are, that set us apart, that thickens our skin but softens our hearts, all those things that make us all different, come from all the challenges we either don't care to face, are scared to face, or don't want to face at all. I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. This happens to all of us, but only the few see an opportunity. They see it as a moment to make the most out of it. Only a few see it as a step in the right direction. Only a few understand that this is a higher power putting us exactly where we need to be, to reach that goal, to become that person, to find that answer, to make that mark, to be that Latina. Procrastination is a chronic cycle, but once we start to put our foot down, the magic starts to happen, girl. We start to go through these ups and downs that lead us to where we want to go. As long as our intentions are pure, your desires are sent out to the universe, and your projected outcomes are non-existent, you will reach greatness. As a unit who wants to progress, as women of color who are rising up, as people who want to make a change, let's use these tools. Let's make those improvements, lean back, and trust the process. Everything is perfectly arranged already. You just need to do your part, believe in yourself, and keep trying time and time again until it sticks. No te me rindas, mi amor. Esto todo depende de ti, pero no te me rindas. I will do this myself, so you will not be alone. I share relatable and realistic content on Instagram and Twitter so you can see I'm just another Latina trying her best, but wanting to create a community for Latinas who are also trying. If this is something you want to support and be a part of, you are more than welcome to follow my page at Chica We Got This _pod for Instagram and Twitter, so you can stay connected and be a part of something for Latinas by Latinas. I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Te amo. Bye.